Now, the lamp represents our heart. The lamp is our heart. We all have our heart there. We all are trying to do the right thing, and the lamp is our heart. The oil itself, though, represents God's Spirit being in our heart. Now, if God's Spirit is in our heart, then inevitably that light will shine. And with that light being able to shine, then we are doing what he's telling us to do. He taught us to go out there and let our light so shine. So that men will see the good works. He wants our light to shine. So for us to be able to let our light shine, we've got to have his Spirit in our lamp, in our heart, so that light will indeed be able to shine. So then the question becomes, well, why did he call them foolish? Why did he call these virgins foolish? Now, we can look at foolish and say, okay, that got such a negative connotation. That's kind of cold-blooded. We can look at it like that. But the reality of it is, we can say they were maybe neglectful. They just didn't think about getting the oil. They may have been presumptuous. They may have thought that maybe, hey, I can get some oil from them. Or we can just leave it as them being foolish. They were foolish enough to go to sleep while the bridegroom tarried. You were foolish enough to go there to meet the bridegroom anyway without oil in your vessel. And then now you don't have any oil in your vessel, but you still have the audacity to go to sleep because he's taking too long. The time that he said he was going to be here, he's not here. He's taking too long, so I'm going to rest up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and we'll go to sleep. But you got to realize that what we have to understand is that we cannot put off tomorrow what we can do today. Now is the time. There's been times that Toya will come home and she has some stuff that she had to do. She said, "Will wake me up in a little bit." And I go downstairs and I go to sleep myself. And then around about 11 o'clock, I get up, come to bed. She in there still asleep. She said, "Well, why you ain't wake me up?" I said, "I fell asleep." But the reality is that she knew she had the stuff she had to do. But she went to sleep thinking she had more time. And when I went to sleep, I wasn't there to, "Hey, baby, wake up, you gotta get your stuff done." And that's how we sometimes think about stuff, that we end up going to sleep not and end up procrastinating and just chilling and not doing the things that we need to do. But what we've got to do is we've got to get up. We don't want to wait until we're woken up, because generally when we get awoken, it's kind of like it's that time now. You got to get up now. Many people don't sit there and set their alarm clock for, you know what I'm saying, for right when they need to, right, you know what I'm saying, so they can get up enough time to do everything that they need to do and all of this other stuff and cook some breakfast and go get some coffee and get some donuts. No, they don't plan out that when their alarm clock goes up. That alarm, when they get to the point where they got to get up out that bed, that means I ain't got that much more time left.
That's right.
I can't do what I need. I can't do the stuff that I want to do. I got to get up now. But you better believe that they woke up sometime earlier, though. When that alarm clock probably went off that first time, or that second time, or that third time. Or my wife told me that fourth and that fifth time. Because I hit the snooze button. Let me tell you, I lay down every night going to bed saying, I'm going to get up and be at work at 6 o'clock in the morning. Every night. Many times I get to work about 7:30, 7:45. but that's the thing. I had the chance to get up. I seen it. My alarm clock went off. I hit the snooze. My dog comes scratching on the side of the bed, telling me to get up. I sit there and I go and throw a little toy down the stairs so she go downstairs and leave me alone. And then, I do all of that stuff instead of just getting up. And the problem is that procrastination that we deal with. The spirit of procrastination is there that we all deal with.
Yes.
Now, let's say, for some reason or another, Jesus come walking in here right now, turns this bottle of water into wine and says, "Yeah, it is Jesus." And he says, I'm coming back in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I'm letting you know I'm coming back in 3 weeks. Then he vanishes about here. Now, people, what they would do is say, okay, well, I got 21 days, so I got 20 days to do whatever I want to do. Because I got enough time to get it back right, because I know a definitive time of when he's coming back. Folks ain't going to say, well, let me get ready right now. Let me do the things that I need to do right now. They want to procrastinate. They want to wait. And they want to, just because that thinking in their mind that I have the knowledge of when he's coming back. And I have the opportunity with that knowledge to do everything that I need to do because I know that I have time. But if we come back around to what Sister Almond said earlier, is that she said, I never thought that I was going to be on a machine breathing. I never thought that I was going to be dealing with the things that I was dealing with. I never thought that my health was going to leave me like that. So the fact is, even if you were afforded that knowledge of when he would come back, that does not have any impact on what can happen to you when you leave out of this door. Any accident can take you up out of here. Anything, any sickness can take you up out of here. And if that happens to you, that is the very same thing as if he came back for you right then. You don't know the day, you don't know the hour. So if you don't know the day and you don't know the hour, you need to take advantage of right now and get everything taken care of. That's what we've got to realize, is that with us not being afforded that knowledge, that is indeed a blessing. Because when you don't have the knowledge, then you don't have any rationale or any reason or any motive to backslide, to just do whatever you want to do, because you are not afforded that knowledge. So with you not being afforded the knowledge of when, then you should not worry about it. You should go ahead and take advantage of it now.
That's right.
But people don't think like that. Oh, I'm still young. I'm still young. I can get this thing together. And it don't work like that. I've been to young people's funerals.
Amen.
I've been to babies' funerals.
Amen.
And you got to believe that the time is not of the essence. Knowledge of knowledge of the understanding and the realization that I've got to get myself together now while I have the chance. But the biggest thing is that you've got to hear, I've got to get myself together. I've got to get myself together. I've got to do thus and so. It is a personal thing. It is nothing that mama can do for you. It's nothing that daddy can do for you. Nothing that sister, brother, pastor, deacon, bishop, anybody can do for you. All they can do is present you with that chance. Present you with that opportunity. You've got to take advantage of it. You've got to do the things that you need to do for it. The wise virgins could not give it to the foolish. They couldn't give their oil to them. What they said is, you go to the place where you can buy some. Essentially, what they're saying is that, let me take you to somebody. Let me introduce you to a man that can see all of your faults, realize all your faults, but yet and still see your needs and answer your needs. Let me take you to him, but I can't make you do anything.
That's right.
All I can do is introduce you there. Yeah. All I can do is put you there in front of that man and let him see it. Let him guide you and try to work with you. If you want him to.
That's right.
If you believe that he can. If you think that he can. Oh, but I'm dirty. Don't matter. Oh, but I got issues. It don't matter. I gamble, cuss. I do this, I do that. It don't matter. We all have sinned. We've all fallen short of the glory of God. But what we all got to do is understand that he is able and he's just to forgive us.
Oh, yes.
But what you cannot try to do is try, we talked about fronting last week. You can't sit there and try to say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do everything to make it seem like I got this light going on. I got this artificial light happening because I'm shining my light mirror. No, no, no. You got to have that thing deep down inside of you that's going to make that light shine.
Yes.
It ain't nothing that you can do on the outside that's going to affect the inside. It's what happens on the inside that permeates to the outside.
Yes.
You got to understand that. You got to get this thing deep down in your heart and understand that by me taking Jesus in my heart, letting that light so shine, then I am, in a sense, getting myself ready, preparing myself, waiting for him to come.
Yes.
We look at the fact that they went to sleep. The fact that they went to sleep is not an indication of anybody being wrong here. Because both of them went to sleep. The wise and the foolish went to sleep. But we got to understand is that the wise was ready. They was prepared. They was able to go to sleep with an understanding that I'm good to go. The foolish probably they really in their mind in this parable here probably thought 100% that those wise virgins were going to give up some of their oil. But it's a personal thing. It is a personal thing here.